Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm going to do this like cat eye gemstone type of design. I don't really know exactly what to call it, but to me it kind of does look like gemstones on the nails. I've been seeing this design go around a lot lately. I've seen it a lot on Pinterest and Instagram, and I just think it's super pretty. So I wanted to give it a go. To start off, I'm just taking Fortune Teller from Nails by Dev, which is this really pretty pink cat eye. And I'm just doing like a random blob on it. And then I take my cylinder magnet and just kind of magnetize it and move those pieces around the way that I want them to. And then I do a flash cure it before adding another little blob of the cat eye polish on the nail and do the same thing. I magnetize that, and then once I get it magnetized, I flash cure it, move on to the next nail, do the same thing. I just do some random blobs on the nails, wherever I want the cat eye to be, and then magnetizing it, and then flash curing in between each little blob that I do. And then once I get all of the nails done, I do stick the nails all back in to my lamp to do a full 60-second cure, just to make sure that everything is completely cured. And I did only do one coat of the cat eye, so because I'm only doing one coat, I am kind of layering it on a little thicker than I would if I was doing like 2 layers of the cat eye, but I'm not putting so much of the gel polish on these blobs to where it's not going to properly cure. I'm just doing it a little bit thicker than what I normally would, just so I can get like full coverage of the cat eye. I guess if that makes any sense, since I'm only doing one layer of it. Sometimes when you only do one layer of cat eye, depending on the cat eye, like it kind of, depending on like if the color comes from the magnet particles or if the color is coming from like the base that the magnet particles are in, it could end up looking more clear, or you could have like a jelly color underneath of there. I just wanted to make sure that like you weren't seeing any of the nail underneath of the cat eye. You could apply a layer of black if you wanted to, or if you like, for instance, I'm using a pink cat eye. I could have put like a pink gel polish underneath of it, and that would have allowed the cat eye to pop a little bit more, and I wouldn't have had to apply it a little bit thicker. But I didn't want to do multiple layers. I didn't want to have the black under there, and I didn't want to put like, a pink under there or anything to try and make this color pop anymore. I just wanted the cat eye on its own. So you can, put the black base, or if you want to put the same color base as the cat eye you're using, you can, or you don't have to. It's really up to you and what you want to do and kind of like the effect you want with the cat eye, because obviously it's going to give a different effect depending on the base that you're putting the cat eye polish on, if that makes any sense. get all of the Cateye on, I'm just wiping all of the nails off with some alcohol to remove the sticky layer because I am going to be applying chrome powder and I don't want the chrome to stick onto the Cateye parts. And like I've mentioned in my past couple videos here, I've been doing a lot of chrome lately, I'm noticing. Um, Anyhow, like I mentioned in my last couple videos, the matte top coat buffing trick doesn't work for me. Any of those other kind of tricks that they say to do for um isolated chrome designs, like they just haven't worked for me. The thing that has worked the best for me is to just wipe the sticky layer off, like have my base color down and then wipe the sticky layer off of that, and then the chrome doesn't stick to it. It might stick to it in a couple spots because I may not have wiped it off as well as I thought I did, but it's super easy to just take a cleanup brush and wipe it off with some alcohol. Um, I did just recently purchase the anti-chrome matte top coat from Ball Pit, so I am going to test that out and see how well that works, because it is supposed to be really good for isolated chrome designs and preventing the chrome from sticking in places you don't want it to stick. So we'll see how well that works whenever I do get around to testing it. But if you don't have like a matte top coat, like an anti-chrome matte top coat, I know there are several brands out there that have those type of top coats now. Um, if you don't have that, and if the just using plain matte top coat and buffing isn't working for you, or any of those other kinds of tricks that I think even I don't even know all the different tricks. I've tried several different things to try and get isolated chrome to work for me. And but anyhow, like I was saying, if that stuff doesn't work for you, or you don't have the specific type of matte top coat that they say um the chrome doesn't stick to, you could try this, where you just apply your base layer and then wipe off your base color and then wipe off the sticky layer, and then do your design that you want the chrome to stick to. Like I said, that's what has been working for me, and that's what I've been doing when it comes to isolated chrome designs. Um, if you want to, you could also try the reverse chrome hack that was popular last year, the year before, I don't remember. I do have a video on that. If you want to see how that is, it's somewhere on my channel. If I remember, I'll link it down below so you can see that if you're interested in the whole reverse chrome hack. But I will say, you only get one shot whenever you do that, whereas if you do the chrome normally, you can usually, do your design. If you need to, wipe it off, retry. Whereas with the reverse chrome, like, you only get one shot, and then if you mess up, like, you're gonna have to wipe all that chrome off. So, I mean, whatever works for you, works for you. But anyhow, after wiping all that off, I'm just taking the Emo Black Liner Gel from Ball Pit because it is a no-wipe liner gel, and the chrome does stick to it, so I am using this so I can apply the chrome onto the nail. I'm just taking a liner brush and filling in all that empty space around the cat eye parts. And then once I get that all applied, I only cure it for 15 seconds, and then I take my chrome and rub that on. Here I am using a gold chrome because that's what I've seen the most for this design. It is gold, so I just went with the gold theme, even though I don't like gold. That's also kind of why I did the pink as well, because I feel like pink and gold go really well together, even though I don't like pink. Also, right there. the what's it called? The liner gel didn't fully cure on that side over there. I think my finger was in the way because I was just holding it in my lamp instead of just having it be sat down on the little magnetic plate that was in there. So I think my finger was in the way for it to cure. So I had to fix that off camera. But anyhow, I don't know what I was saying before that. Just filling in all that empty space with the black and then curing it for 15 seconds, then applying the chrome. I was saying something about chrome. I don't remember what. But anyhow, after the chrome gets applied, because I am only partially curing this black liner gel, once the chrome is applied, I do stick the nails back into the lamp to cure for a full 60 seconds. So that way the black polish gets fully cured and we don't have partially cured gel on the nails. Again, I've said this in the last couple videos because I've been doing chrome a lot here recently. If you are only partially curing whatever gel you're putting on the nail, in order for the chrome to stick, you do have to stick it back into the lamp after you get the chrome on and fully cure it, so you don't have partially cured gel on your nails, because partially cured gel leads to allergies. You know the drill by now. Or at least I hope you know the drill by now, since gel allergies or acrylate allergies are a huge thing right now. So yeah, you just want to make sure that you stick it back in after getting the chrome on and fully curing it. And it will cure with the chrome on there because chrome is translucent. I always get confused on which one it is, because it's transparent and then there's translucent. One is completely clear and the other is like not completely clear. Either way, chrome is see-through is what I'm trying to get at. Like if you put chrome, any colored chrome, whether it be silver chrome, gold chrome, blue chrome, one of those like clear mermaid powder chromes, the glazed donut chrome. Is that what we're still calling it? The glazed donut? Or are we calling it like pearl? I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. They're all see-through, and if you put them on just a clear nail, you will see that they are see-through, and they are see-through enough to where the light can get through them and cure what's underneath, just like those nail tips, the full cover tips that all these brands are coming out, where they have like the French tip designs on them, and like the nail bed part is like a nude color, but it's like a sheer nude color, so then the light can penetrate through and cure whatever's underneath of there. So same thing with chrome. It is see-through, the light will go through and it will fully cure the rest of the gel. So yeah, after I get all of that done, I'm just taking the black 3D embossing gel from Madam Glam. I do have a discount code with Madam Glam. I did have it up there on the screen. It's also down in the description below. I think it's 35% off. Well, that would make sense because it's Libby 35. So yeah, 35% off. Also, I posted this on... They don't call it the community tab anymore, and I keep wanting to say community tab. I think it's just like the post tab now or whatever. And the community tab is something completely different or something. I don't know. Anyhow, post tab, community tab, whatever it is. Nail Reserve is shutting down, but they're like not really shutting down. They're just kind of merging with Madam Glam. I don't know when exactly that is going to be official. I know right now, at least I think currently, I haven't checked. Um, they are having a 70% off sale. I think it's still going on right now. I was just on the website the other day seeing if there was anything that I wanted. But yeah, Nail Reserve isn't going to be a thing anymore. They're merging with Madam Glam. Um, so if you do like anything from Nail Reserve, I would say go check their website now because they are having a 70, like their entire site is 70% off. Like I said, I don't know how long that's lasting. I don't know when the merge is going to be like official and Nail Reserve is no longer going to exist. I don't even know like what fully it means because they just said on their Instagram that they are closing their site, but they are partnering with Madam Glam. But it's gonna be like the same owners or something. I don't know, honestly. It was a little confusing, reading that. But, yeah, if you like Nail Reserve and their polishes and there's any that you might want or you want to see if they have anything or if you never tried Nail Reserve, now's the time. Like I said, 70% off of everything on their website, which is a great deal. Um, so yeah, check them out. Although, if you've never tried Nail Reserve before, it is gonna suck to get something and then like them and then not have it anymore. But like I said, they are moving over to Madam Glam. And I've always said that Madam Glam and Nail Reserve's polishes, like their formulation is very, very similar. Um, so yeah, anyhow, like I was saying before, I'm just taking that embossing gel from Madam Glam, going around the cat eye parts. This is like a 3D gel. It's not super 3D, like if you were to take a rhinestone gel or like a 3D gel that you use to do 3D designs. That made no sense. But more like a rhinestone glue is what I'll compare it to. It's not as thick as that, and it doesn't glob on like that. It is a little more subtle of an effect, unless you like really pile it on, but also you probably should cure in between. If you're trying to make it super 3D, like do one layer, cure that, do another layer, because it is super pigmented and you do want to make sure that it gets fully cured. So anyhow, I'm just going around doing and outlining those cat eye parts, and then I do only cure it for 15 seconds, put the chrome on, and then stick it back in the lamp to cure for the full 60 to make sure that it is fully cured. And I'm just doing this because I do want kind of that like border around the cat eye parts. Because that's, how the design looks when everyone else is doing it. I feel like, though, for all the other ones, it is a little bit thicker. I think they might have used, like a rhinestone glue or like some sort of thicker gel to do this. But, I really like the like subtle effect that this gave. It did give the 3D effect, but it's not like super, super 3D. It's kind of like a low 3D, if that kind of makes sense. And then I should mention that after getting the chrome on, like when I did the base, I would dust it off with a fan brush to remove the excess, and then after doing the chrome on this part as well, I take a fan brush and dust off the excess chrome off the nail, and yeah, right here. And then if any chrome did end up sticking to the cat eye parts, I just took a cleanup brush and some alcohol, wiped that off real quick. And for the little embellishments on the nails, I decided to take these little like flat back pearls that I have that have like the gold trim around them and some gold rhinestones. They're more like champagne gold. They're not like gold like this gold chrome is. But I thought they would look really good with it. They do blend in a lot, but like it still gives the shine to it. Anyhow, I'm using those for like the little gems and embellishments and whatever. The rhinestone glue that I'm using is the E-Nail Couture Squeeze Gummy Jelly rhinestone glue. I just put a little glob of that wherever I was going to put the pearls and rhinestones on, and then I take my shiny top coat. This is my shiny top coat from LGN, and I just am going over the entire nail. I do not like going around afterwards and going around like any rhinestones and charms and gems and stuff with the top coat because it is a pain in the butt to go around everything and make sure you're not getting top coat on the rhinestones. So I do apply the top coat first. Also, it helps to smooth out the rhinestone glue so you're not seeing like a lump or a bump from like the rhinestone glue. Whereas if you top coat first and then apply the rhinestone glue like some people do, or even if you do the rhinestone glue first and then apply your top coat, sometimes you apply the rhinestone glue in a larger area than where you're putting all your stuff, or it oozes out from underneath. Sorry. It oozes out from underneath the charms or whatever, and it kind of leaves, a clump of rhinestone glue there. So this helps smooth it out so you don't see that, and everything is nice and smooth. And then I just stick on the pearls. I think I did one pearl on each nail and then a bunch of little tiny gold rhinestones. I went with the green pearls because I felt like it would look the best with the pink, like it matched. The green just matched the gold and the pink really well. And I didn't want to do a pink pearl and just have like a whole bunch of pink. I kind of wanted like a contrasting color, so I went with the green. And then after I got all of that on, I did go ahead, stick them in the lamp and cure for a full 60 seconds. And this is the finished result. This set came out so good. It is so pretty. Like I said, the rhinestones, they kind of blend in because they are that like champagne gold color, but I think they stand out just enough to like catch your eye if you were to see this. Also, you can kind of see them a little better in person. Camera is always messing up how everything looks. But anyhow, I think this set is super pretty. I've been loving seeing all the different variations everyone is doing for this design, and it always looks so good, and I really, really like it. I'm so tempted to like do this set a bunch of different times with different colored cat eyes and different chromes and stuff, just because I think it's so pretty. Although I do feel like this gold and pink combo here is like really good, and I feel like if I were to do it again with a different color combo, it's not going to look as good. Although, like I said, I do want to try it with the different color combos. And then under the flash, it looks so good too because you get to see all the shine and sparkle from the cat eye, from the rhinestones. Even the chrome has like a certain kind of shine to it under flash that just makes this look so pretty. This design honestly looks more complicated than it is. I think just because there's a lot on it and it looks so like fancy, if you will. It just looks like it was super complicated and took way more time than it did, but really, this is a super easy set, and I feel like even beginners can do it. Um, but yeah, I really love it, and that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.